Look at your wallet. That leather pouch is full of lies. You think you're rich. You're a dead man with a pocket full of confetti. In 60 seconds, the world you know will stop breathing. Your credit cards will become useless plastic shards. Your savings account will vanish into a digital void. I am here to tell you the truth that will keep you alive while your neighbors starve. Stop being a victim of the paper dream. I am going to show you the real currency of the apocalypse. This is the only bank that matters when the sirens start. Listen closely, or prepare to beg for your life from a man who was smarter than you. Burn the illusion of paper wealth. The economy is a shared hallucination. In peace, we agree that paper has value. In war, that agreement ends. Your wallet is a leather coffin for dead presidents. It cannot stop a bullet. It cannot fill a stomach. When the grid goes dark, the ATM becomes a heavy, useless box of plastic. Stop trying to withdraw money. The banks have already frozen your assets. They call it stability. You call it theft. Accept the loss immediately. Do not stand in line. Lines are targets for panicked crowds and opportunistic predators. If you have cash on hand, spend it in the first 60 minutes. Buy only what you can carry. Buy what people will need tomorrow. Once the first shop window breaks, the concept of buying is over. The world shifts from a price tag economy to a blood price economy. If you cannot eat it, use it, or trade it to save your life, it is trash. Throw the vanity away. Clear your mind of net worth. Your new net worth is measured in liters, calories, and lead. Understand this now. Cash is only valuable as long as there is a government to arrest you for not using it. When the police go home to protect their own families, the paper becomes kindling. Do not hoard paper. Hoard utility. Every dollar you hold is a missed opportunity to buy a gallon of fuel or a box of rice. The transition from money to survival assets is a race. Most people will realize they are losing when it is already too late. They will cling to their bank apps while the signal dies. You must be different. You must be faster. You must be colder. Treat your cash like a hot coal. Pass it to someone else in exchange for something heavy and real. Do it before the stores lock their doors. Do it before the merchant realizes your money is worthless. This is not theft. This is the ultimate liquidation. Liquidate your old life to fund your new one. The market never dies. It only strips away the mask of civilization to reveal the teeth beneath. Stock the liquid gold of vice. In a collapse, people do not look for investments, they look for escapes. Alcohol and tobacco are the sovereign currencies of the underworld. They do not expire. They are easily divisible. They are always in demand. Go to the liquor store now. Do not buy expensive wine. Buy high-proof, clear spirits, vodka, gin, grain alcohol. These are dual-purpose assets. They numb the pain of a broken limb. They sterilize a wound. They start a fire in the rain. Most importantly, they buy passage. A bottle of whiskey can be the difference between a closed gate and an open road. It is a bribe that never loses value. Next, find tobacco. Buy cartons, not packs. In a month, a single cigarette will be the small change of the street. It buys information. It buys a favor. It buys 10 minutes of peace for a desperate man. You are not a merchant. You are a central bank of human desperation. Store these items in small, hidden caches. Never show your full supply. If they see the bottle, they see a target. Show only what you are willing to lose. Think about the psychology of the street. A hungry man is dangerous, but a man in withdrawal is insane. If you control the supply of his vice, you control his focus. You can hire security with a bottle of rum. You can buy silence with a pack of cigarettes. These items are compact. They are portable. They have a universal value that transcends language and borders. Gold is heavy and hard to test. A sealed bottle of Jack Daniels is a known quantity. It is a trusted asset in an untrusting world. Do not judge the morals of the trade. Judge only the results. If a pack of smokes gets your family through a checkpoint, those smokes are more valuable than a PhD. Build your vice vault now. Hide it in plain sight. Use old boxes. Use the attic. Use the crawl space. In the new economy, the sin tax is paid in blood. Make sure you are the one collecting it. Moralities change with the sunrise. Desperation remains the only constant in the dark. Secure the calorific treasury.
Hunger is a slow-motion riot. It starts in the stomach and ends in the streets. You cannot eat gold. You cannot boil a diamond. Your pantry is your vault. Focus on density. Peanut butter, honey, canned meats, salt, especially salt. Salt is the oldest currency in human history. Without it, your body shuts down. Without it, you cannot preserve meat. Buy it by the sack. It is cheap now. It will be priceless when the refrigeration fails. Do not buy survival kits with 20-year shelf lives. They are overpriced air. Buy white rice and dried beans. Store them in sealed buckets with oxygen absorbers. This is your foundation. But do not stop there. Sugar is energy. Coffee is morale. A man who hasn't slept in 3 days will give you his boots for a cup of caffeine. You are collecting leverage. Every calorie you own is a second of life you have purchased for your family. Protect this treasury with your life. If the neighbors hear your stove, they will come. Cook in silence. Eat in the dark. The smell of frying meat is a dinner bell for predators. Learn to eat cold if necessary. Learn to ration before you have to. A full stomach makes you slow. A starving stomach makes you stupid. You need to be exactly in the middle. You need to be sharp. You need to be hungry enough to act, but fueled enough to win. Think of food as fuel for your machine. If the machine stops, you become food for someone else. This is the brutal math of the calorific treasury. 1 tin of sardines is worth more than a Rolex when the shelves are empty. Trade the Rolex for a crate of sardines today. The man who takes the watch thinks he's winning. You know better. You know that you can't trade a watch for a life when the time is up. A full stomach is the only true sovereignty in a world of ghosts.
Hoard, the apothecary of sovereignty. When the hospitals overflow, they will close their doors. The remaining doctors will be drafted or dead. You are now your own surgeon. You are your own pharmacist. Antibiotics are the most valuable substance on the planet during a war. Amoxicillin, ciprofloxacin, doxycycline. Learn what they treat. Learn the dosages. If you have a prescription, refill it now. If you don't, find the source. Even fish antibiotics share the same chemical precursors as human ones. This is survival reality. A simple infection from a rusty nail is a death sentence without them. Painkillers are next. Aspirin, ibuprofen. They keep a soldier moving. They keep a child quiet. Bandages, tourniquets, pressure dressings. Buy the equipment to stop a bleed. Gold cannot clot blood. If you have a surplus of medicine, you have the power of a god. You can trade a round of antibiotics for a vehicle. You can trade a bottle of antiseptic for a map of the safe zones. Knowledge of medicine is the one thing they cannot loot from your head. But the physical pills are the currency. Store them in a cool, dry, dark place. Vacuum seal them as possible. In a world without sanitation, the smallest scratch can rot your limb off. The man who can stop the rot is the man who stays in charge. People will crawl to you for a single Z-Pack. They will trade their weapons, their loyalty, and their secrets for a chance to live another week. This is the ultimate leverage. Use it wisely. Use it sparingly. Never let them see where the medicine is kept. If they think you have a pharmacy, they will burn your house down to get it. Give out only what is needed for the moment. Maintain the illusion of scarcity. Sovereignty belongs to the man who controls the lifeline. Death is a persistent creditor. Medicine is the only way to delay the payment. Control the archives of light and energy. Batteries are the heartbeat of the resistance. In a blacked-out city, light is a weapon. It allows you to see the threat before it sees you, but light also betrays. Collect rechargeable batteries and portable solar panels. Do not rely on the grid. The grid is a target. The grid is a trap. AA and AAA are the global standards. If you own the power, you own the communication. You can charge the radios of the neighborhood watch. You can trade a full charge for a bag of flour. Every battery is a stored hour of utility. Fuel is the next pillar. Gasoline goes bad in months. Stabilize it. Or better yet, focus on propane and butane. They last forever. A small camp stove is a luxury that becomes a necessity when the gas lines are cut. It allows you to boil water. It allows you to hide your signature. Smoke from a wood fire is a beacon for looters. A blue flame from a canister is invisible. Imagine a city in total darkness. The man with a single flashlight is king, but the man with a solar charger is the emperor. He doesn't run out.
He doesn't need a supply chain. He harvests the sun and sells the surplus. This is the energy economy. You need to be the producer, not the consumer. Collect every power bank you can find. Collect every LED bulb. Light provides psychological comfort, but it also provides tactical superiority. If you can see and they can't, you win 100% of the time. Energy is the ability to do work. In a world that has stopped working, energy is the most precious commodity of all. Store your fuel away from your living quarters. Hide your panels during the day if there are drones or looters. Power is a target. Keep it low profile. Keep it functional. The sun provides for the wise. The dark consumes the unprepared. Acquire the tools of hardware diplomacy. Tools are the skeleton of survival. A bolt cutter is a key to any door in the city. A crowbar is a lever that moves the world. These are the instruments of the new economy. If you can fix a generator, you will never starve. If you can patch a roof, you have a home. Buy high-quality hand tools. Power tools are useless when the batteries die. Saws, hammers, hand drills, files for sharpening blades. A dull knife is a piece of scrap metal. You must be able to maintain your gear. Duct tape, paracord, zip ties. These are the glue of a broken world. You are not just surviving, you are maintaining the remnants of technology. People will bring you their broken lives to fix. You will charge them in food. You will charge them in security. Your workshop is your embassy. It makes you too useful to kill. In the chaos, the specialist lives longer than the generalist. Think about the value of a single hacksaw blade. It can cut through a gate, a lock, or a fence. It can create an exit where there was only a wall. This is hardware diplomacy. You don't need to argue with a locked door. You just need the right tool. Collect fasteners, nails, screws, bolts, things that hold the world together. When the hardware stores are stripped bare, you will be the only source for repairs. A man will give you his last can of soup to fix the leak in his roof. You aren't just hoarding stuff, you are hoarding the ability to rebuild. That is a currency that never devalues. Steel is more honest than words. It does exactly what it was forged to do. Invest in the flesh and the spirit. The final currency is you, your muscles, your endurance, your ability to walk 20 miles with a 40-pound pack. If you are soft, you are a liability. If you are slow, you are prey. Harden your body now. Stop eating poison. Start lifting heavy things. But physical strength is only half the coin. The other half is your mind. Most people will go insane in the first 72 hours. They will wait for a government that isn't coming. They will cry for a normal that is buried under rubble. You must cultivate a black heart. You must be able to look at a horror and keep moving. You must be able to say no to a person who is dying if helping them kills you. This is the hardest trade you will ever make. You are trading your innocence for your existence. If you cannot make that trade, your supplies will simply belong to the man who can. Your skills are your inflation-proof assets. Can you hunt? Can you forage? Can you sew a wound? Can you navigate by the stars? These are things they cannot steal from you at gunpoint. They can take your food, they can take your fuel, but they cannot take your competence. Competence is the ultimate survival currency. It is the only thing that travels with you across every border. It is the only thing that stays valuable in every language. Become a person of high value, not because of what you own, but because of what you know and what you can endure. The spirit is the engine, the body is the vehicle. If either fails, the journey ends. The soul is the only thing you take through the fire. Make sure it is tempered. The sirens are no longer a warning. They are the background noise of your new reality. The world has split into two groups, those who are waiting to be saved and those who have already saved themselves. The trash in your wallet is a reminder of who you used to be. The weight on your back is a testament to who you are now. Do not look for mercy in the eyes of the desperate. Look for opportunities in the chaos. The transition is violent. The transition is permanent. You have the list. You have the commands. You have the chance to be more than a victim. You are now a student of the hard path. Every choice you make from this second forward will either extend your life or shorten it. There is no middle ground. There is no try. There is only do or be done. You have been warned. You have been instructed. Now you must act. The window of opportunity is closing. Every minute you spend thinking about this is a minute you aren't preparing. Move. now. In the next video, we will reveal the urban camouflage protocol. We will show you how to blend into a crowd of refugees while carrying 3 months of supplies. We will teach you how to make your home look looted while you sit safely inside. You need to learn to be a ghost in a city of monsters. Silence is your best friend. Invisibility is your greatest weapon. We will show you how to master both. The choice is yours. Be the corpse with the high net worth on a dead computer screen, or be the survivor with the dirty hands and the sharp mind who sees the sun rise tomorrow. Stay alert, stay silent, stay alive.